Alright, we are back. We are just chilling. We are playing the Neverhood. OG, the Neverhood. It was a struggle, but I got it to work. Now, if anyone was around on the last stream, this is basically where we got up to. Um, and the reason why we're not jumping down there is because A, we will die, but B, even if we saved our game before we did it, one thing I realised when I was doing a bit of this myself was that when you load a game, it resets all the puzzles. So every time you play this game, the puzzle solutions are all different, like the symbols change, all that sort of stuff. So you can't have like a cheat sheet of like puzzles and codes and stuff. Every time you play it, you're gonna have to go around. And what I realized, and I'll explain shortly, was that me wandering around lost for 2 hours wasn't that interesting, and B, although if anyone wants to see the Larson being lost, that is still on Twitch, and it will be for another 60 days or something like that if anyone wants to watch that version. But anyway, this is basically what we got up to, and I'm pretty sure on last time we played this game, I did this bit as well. Um, I have a feeling that we picked up a disc and I didn't note it down. Next time we're gonna do another count of how many discs we've got because I've lost track. Okay. So we need to remember this sound. We're just gonna call this reverse sounds because that's what it sort of sounds like. Alright, cool. Onward. Um, mm, 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 mm. So this will all become obvious. This will all become obvious. But what we're looking for, and I can actually see, I think, like, I read some reviews of this game, and it did say, like, a couple of the puzzles are a bit obtuse. But I guess it's just one of those things where it's like you really, really do need to be writing down interesting stuff that you see. See, so we've got a blue, a green, and a red. The blue one, alright. Blue, green, red. So making little pictures as we do. I'm not liking this one because that blue one looks like it's totally empty. That's either empty or it's full. And it's gonna annoy me if this puzzle's broken and we have to load and reset. But anyway, we'll see how we go. But in theory, and in fact, you're lucky I played a little bit. You're lucky I played this off stream, because if we're going backwards and forwards and shit, like trying to like sort out those colors, man. But anyway, we'll just hope. And I also don't know if you get it wrong whether it resets either. And then I'll show you something else annoying in a moment. No. Alright, so I want to go in this direction. Okay, that's not on. That's annoying. So, okay. So here's an annoying bit. So, first of all, how to get to the stairs? Okay, we've got to walk back. And we can't get through that little purple door now, I don't think. Just click on it and see. But no, we can't. Okay. So, see, notice in that house that that radio was off. And this took me a little while to... This took me ages to figure out. So this is why, you know, I put myself through the pain. Is because it turns out that, you know, that original house that we were in, where it had those rings and we fed one to the piranha. It turns out one of those rings actually turns that radio on and off, right? And so I guess in theory, and I've tested it both ways. So the first time we played this game, that radio was off. And then we went back and pressed and grabbed the right ring to turn it on, right? And then came back. And anyway, so it wasn't till I realised that that mailbox gives us tips along the way. So it'll tell us what ring is on. But anyway, my point is that just as a test, I tried it both ways. So I started a game where I pulled the right ring. So actually, no, rewind. When we played this game and that radio was off, I went back and turned it on. And I'm like, oh, okay, it must mean that we need to pull that like fifth ring before we go. Or and then it turns on. And then so like I did that and then it was off. Basically, I did it both ways, and I've got a funny feeling that that radio's either randomly on or off, or I don't know. Maybe you have to come back and turn it on like every time, but it's like, how would you know? Unless when we pulled that third one, it did something, and now I'm worried that that third one that we pulled when we started this playthrough has done something unintended. So I don't know. We'll see. See what Willie has to say. Yeah, the fifth ring turns on the radio. But we pulled that fifth ring when we started this playthrough. Already. I'm sure we did. Yeah, we read too darn much. Well, it's because we need help, Willie. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, like I tested this, and that radio's always off whether we pull this ring or not. So, anyway, now it should be on. But it just feels like some unnecessary backtracking to me. Alright. Yep, so now we go back, we pull the thingo. And then we can proceed. But yeah, long story short, as far as I can tell, backtracking is necessary. I've had to backtrack every time I've tried this. I did realise now though we can press spacebar at least, so we don't have to like deal with the wandering around all the time. Don't need to deal with the walking. So now we'll just put this back down. Down. Cool. Cool. Probably should have, I could have double checked out the discs that we have while we were there, but that's right, we didn't do that. I'm a little bit concerned about those chemicals that we saw though, but we'll just see how we go. Alright, now we need to head to that house. And in theory, this radio should be on. In theory. Oh, stretch. Alright. Yep, same. Radio on. Alright. Progress. That'll be us. Reverse sounds. Cool. Now I've got a door open. Cool. Cool, so I've got a machine, we've got Bobby. And the other thing is, like, you know, I'm wondering, like, if we went, we're not going to do it, but I'm wondering if we went back to Willie's now, like, he would give us a bit of a tip about this. Right. Back into the machine. So we can see we've got 1, 2, 3, we've got 5 switches and a red button. Will would probably tell us, but Bobby would be blue, orange, blue, blue, yellow. So the easiest way to do it, rather than getting them right one at a time, is what I do, is I do this, then we check it again. Yep, so we've got blue, orange, blue, so we need blue and a yellow for the last two. No. Cool, got it, nailed it. Cool. So now we're mini claiming. So we can see here that we've got these colours don't match, and that's fine. And so we can see, yeah, so we've got 3 colours there, orange, yellow and purple, and those are big, so the implication would be that would turn us big again if we wanted to. We've got another little tape there that we can't get. So this is going to be the moment of truth, because I'm just hoping that puzzle's not wrong, because I'm sure that was empty. But anyway, if that is true, then this should be the solution. See, that's annoying. Because that's definitely correct for those two. I wonder if it was this. No, it's not. Hmm. I mean, we know for a fact that these two are correct, so I guess we can just brute force it. Hmm. Try that. No, it's still not right. Um. Oh, we got it. Okay, so it was just totally full. Alright. Alright. Cool, alright. So now we can get this tape, which is either our 9th or our 10th. Alright, well, I'm glad we managed to make that work. Need a button. No. That'll be us. Cool. Alright, ladder. Ladder. Alright. Alright, now we... Alright, so we've got another tape. So one thing you want to be really careful of in this game is that you don't go past, is that you don't miss one. Like if you walk past one, and then you get to the end, and you're a couple short, you're just going to find yourself searching all over. And the other thing is that there's no point checking like a walkthrough because the order of the discs, they're all in the same, like the discs are in the same locations, but for example if you miss one that's in the 10th spot, they're like randomized anyway. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So alright, may as well watch the update of the story.
Hello. Me Willie. Me Willie Trombone.
Hey Willie.
These discs tell a story. Story about good. Story about bad. These discs are all that are left of the true story. True story of the closing of the third age. Willie know that once you know this truth,
Enjoy.
then you know what to do. Listen, I tell you. It all starts with Hoborg, a being who had to create because he had to.
He had to create because he had to.
And wonder. This world, the Neverhood, a world where he could live forever and evermore. Hoborg thought this world
My
would
apologies.
make him happy, but it make him sad. Walking around his big, beautiful new world make him feel all alone. But then Hoborg get him an idea. He said,
I know. I'll make a friend to enjoy this world with me.
Hoborg happy to have a new friend. He named him Clog and welcomed him
Ah, so
to the
Hoborg is the
Neverhood.
king. Alright.
Everything you see here is yours to enjoy. You and I shall spend all our days here together. With you by my side, I'll make more.
Crown!
No! I mean, no.
Crown!
This crown is the only thing that you cannot have. I am ruler of this world, the Neverhood, and a ruler needs his crown. Surely you can understand that. Now go and explore your new home, while I go back to my throne room to plan some more people to make.
Fair enough.
So Hoborg go to make more friends. And Clog start thinking bad things. Sitting in the throne room, Hoborg start thinking about who he make next.
Huh? What? My crown!
Alrighty. Onward. So that ring up there will just take us back downstairs. And don't need to do that yet. Alrighty. We're on the moon. So... Okay, so that's the... Okay. Alright, so that's our house, right? That's the bridge we went over there. That's where the monster came from. That's where the monster came from. That would be the mushroom that we ate, right? And then we've got... Well, I mean that doesn't... Oh, we must go through that tunnel, through there, up over there. There's the gun. That would be where we did that puzzle. Alright, cool. I quite like this bit. Is that the castle? Maybe. That guy's like facial expressions just crack me up. What a funny bad guy. Alright, new worlds to explore. And we can also see, like, so when we were in that red car earlier, and we did that spirally thing and pressed that button, we can see that now we can continue along that top rail. So that is something that will need to be done at some point. That guy, he's not impressed. He's not impressed with what we've done. Cool. Let us continue. Yeah, so that red car would now go down along there. Cool. Alright. So back into whatever this is. So this is the one we pressed to get here. So if we hit that one will take us. Yep. Okay, back to that's where we came from. So we'll head to the other one, which is this one. Cool. We've got 2 more tapes. Perfect. I think we had 9 left to find. So we've got one tape. 2 tapes. And then we've got a door. Oh, and we need to be a little bit faster. Come on, run, Clayman. Damn it. Come on. No, we're not going to make it. Go. Go, dude. Perfect. Alright, we're out. Alright. Alright, got some houses and stuff. Oh, there's a bird on my balcony and he's on my table. I wonder what he's looking for. Must be hunting a bug. It's hunting something. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's not related to the game. Oh my god. Just crushed some animal. Crushed them. Okay. Alright. That's where we came from. There's the survivors. Cool. Alright, we've got our horizontal symbols. Alright, so 1. Ugh. I'm actually Yeah, I'm sure when we get to it, it'll become obvious. Cool, we've got another tape, which we require. That is good. Progress is good. Cool. Into another time machine. Which one's this one? Got a rail. Mm-hmm.
Clayman, up here!
Woolly trombone. See, I don't know if he's hurting us on accident, but I'm pretty sure the point is to just show us that there is like something up there, in case you missed it, because it gets us to look around and focus on that. So that's where it came from. Because I think he's just going to do the same thing. Pretty sure. Oh, maybe not. I am. I don't know why when he's supposed to be our friend though, but whatever. Cool. That'll be. This'll. There's our robot. He wants his teddy. That will become obvious later on. Alright. Now, we've got all the codes for that gun, so what we will do, when we go back to do that, that's when we will go back to that original red car. That's the plan. So we're not backtracking too much. Forgot I can skip our walking sequences sometimes. Alright. No, that one will be where we just came from. Alright, we're back here. Good. Come on. Oh, we're not going to make it, are we? Nope. This is all kind of... I mean, that's a sort of like pointless sort of puzzle, because it's the only door you can use to get out here anyway. Like, I don't think there's another teleporter that you can use that will actually get you anywhere else. Okay. So, this will be where my little symbol doodles come in handy. So we want the one that I call the Dreamcast symbol. Oh, which was that one? Good. Ah, oh, missed it. Huh. Hmm. Oh, crap. Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, we missed that one as well. Hamburger. Hamburger brain, I called it. That one. Now this one's the one that I marked in earlier, so we want the symbol with the sound. Yep. Okay. Then I want the phone. Or the one that I called the phone. That one. And I want the tree one. Then I want the one with a P. Yep. Then I want the clock. Then I want the one with the lines. If this is wrong, we're going to be backtracking. Razor blade. And then... Cool. Alright, got it. Sweet. Cool. Alright, so we've got another tape. And then we can see that there's like a little thingo that goes up there, and there's an item. So that'll be what we need the red card for. Yep, we've seen it, claiming. We've seen it, brother. Alright, onward. Got rabbit, not a rabbit, a mouse and some cheese. So this is sort of nifty. So we need to get this mouse to this cheese. But a little trick is that if we click, he'll actually follow. Oh, that's reset button. He'll actually show you where he wants to go, like I'll demonstrate. So, yep, yep. So that means he wants that door. So if you just click in between, you can sort of tell he knows where he's going. So he's going to want that one on the left. Cool. Yep, probably that one. Yep. It's got to be that one. Yep, that one. Yep. Well, that's only one. Yep. Cool. I wonder, like the first time I did that, I was literally just clicking around till I realised that that's what he does. Cool. Got another tape. 2 tapes to add to the list. So we're at 15, we're at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So unless I've lost count, we've got 4 more. The music in this game is so random. So, yeah, so we can sort of tell, like, when he's in position. So he's a projector. I don't actually know what that is. Anyway. But I actually, the first time I played this game, I just fluked this. Because I was just like, oh, maybe we can suck him up with the vacuum cleaner. Because I was like, what else is there to do? And he's movable. So I think I just did this just as a, like, just to see what would happen. And then he did get sucked up. So that's what we'll do. Cool. And the reason why, we'll see later. So, alright, then we've got another tame. So now, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. So we should have 17 if my count's correct. Alright, let's have a look. We must have 18.
Hello. Me Willie. Me Willie Trombone.
Yeah, 18. 2 more.
These discs tell a story. Story about good. Story about bad. These discs are all that are left of the true story. True story of the closing of the third age. Willie know that once you know this truth, then you know what to do. Listen, I tell you. It all starts with Hoborg, a being who had to create because he had to. He make a world full of beauty and wonder. This world, the Neverhood, a world where he could live forever and evermore. Hoborg thought this world would make him happy, but it make him sad. Walking around his big, beautiful new world make him feel all alone. But then, Hoborg get him an idea. He said,
I know. I'll make a friend to enjoy this world with me.
Mm-hmm.
Hoborg happy to have a new friend. He named him Clog and welcomed him to the Neverhood.
Everything you see here is yours to enjoy. You and I shall spend all our days here together. With you by my side, I'll make more...
Corral!
No! I mean... No, Clog.
It's
This
like, no,
crown
I mean, no, Clog.
is the only thing that you cannot have. I am ruler of this world, the Neverhood, and a ruler needs his crown. Surely you can understand that. Now go and explore your new home, while I go back to my throne room to plan some more people to make.
So Hoborg go to make more friends. And clog start thinking bad things. Sitting in the throne room, Oborg start thinking about who he make next.
Huh? What? My crown!
Yow! Sheesh. My, this
Naturally. We'll find the last two before we watch it, otherwise just be a bit weird. Alright. Huh, fluked that. Alright. So this is obviously like a memory matching game. Alright. Pen and paper at the ready. So we've got trees. Actually, being left-handed sucks. Alright, so we've got 3 trees. That's the first one. Then we've got person, skull, skull, person. I mean, I assume it's a person. Who bloody knows? Cool. Then we've got, I don't know, throne house thing. Got mushroom tree and skull. Oh, just accidentally bumped my phone. Alright. Yeah, alright, well we may as well just to save time. Then we've got, I don't know what that is. Trees. I don't know, crab. The soundtrack of this is kind of nifty. My apologies for not talking. There's really not much to talk about. Just making pictures. That one's there. Got another crab. This is just because seriously, unless I did it this way, like, you know what I mean. It'd just be so annoying. You know, I do think though maybe like if anyone was ever to remake this, you probably wouldn't have this many, because this is another puzzle that I already mentioned that just resets every time you play the game or load a save. So, and I know this because I've tested. Because you know when it's like a puzzle, but rather than actually like using your noodle, it's more just like, as long as you just write everything down in like a spreadsheet or a square piece of paper. So it's really just an exercise more than anything. Another skull. Cool. We should at least be... Soon we should be matching stuff up anyway, so... Can't imagine it will take us too long. Tree. Yep. Skull. Another skull. If you do it like this and just like write them down as you go, it does make it a little bit faster. I mean, there'd be no other way to do it. I was like, I mean, would you just like write? I mean, not write. Would you just like record a video on your phone or something? But then you'd just have to be clicking and just watching. So this is this is by far easier and faster, in my humble opinion. All right. In theory, these should all start to match now. Where's the mushroom thing? Up there. Don't even know what you'd call that guy or what he's supposed to be. Cool. Skull. This music's so random, what the fuck? Cool. Why? Oh. Okay, we should be ready to go now. Yep. It'll be real crap if we hash this up. 2, 3, 4. Then we've got crabs. This music, what the fuck? God, now I'm starting to get lost. Right. And that should, in theory... Cool. Alright, that's done. Perfect. And the reason for that, why we've done that, will become obvious. Alright, I think it's time for one more break. Then we're going to come back and this game is going to be dealt with. Cool. All right, back in a minute.